When a circle is combined with a rectangle in the third dimension, a cylinder results. When we unfold the cylinder, we can see it is made from a rectangle and two circles. To begin the construction of the basic clay cylinder, we will need these materials and tools: a tube of some kind to wrap the clay around, a piece of string about 20 inches long, some masking tape, a sheet of paper, and some scissors, a large plastic triangle, some clay, a container of water with an old toothbrush, a piece of comb, a clay fettling knife, and a slab roller. To begin, I want to measure the circumference of the tube so I know how long to make the clay slab. Taking the length of string, wrap it around the tube, measuring the circumference. Once the distance is marked, I add a half an inch and cut the string at that point. This can now be used to measure the clay slab to ensure the proper fit around the tube. The height of the cup can be measured on the clay using the tube itself at whatever distance is desired. Once these two measurements are determined, the clay needs to be rolled out to an even thickness using the slab roller. To get the clay thin enough to go through the slab roller, place one edge on a surface and hold the other end up in the air. Start hitting it with the side of your fist, working up and down the clay from the lower end to the side that is held up. Once one pass is done, flip the clay over and do it again, squaring up the edges between passes. After this has been done a few times, check to see if the clay is long enough for the string to fit end to end, and wide enough for the desired height of the cup. Do not pound the clay so much that it becomes thinner than 1/4 of an inch. Once the desired length and height have been achieved, place the slab of clay next to the roller with a piece of cloth under it. Place another cloth over it. Shove the board over and start to turn the slab roller handle. Continue to turn until the clay has passed under the roller. Remove the cloth, turn the slab over to prevent sticking, and place the triangle on the slab as shown. I will first start by cutting off one end. I don't want to make this cut straight up and down, but at a 45-degree angle with the knife tilted inward. This is done because if two pieces of clay are put together with flat ends as shown, it's difficult to push them together effectively. So, they may come apart. But if they are cut at a beveled angle, their ends can be overlapped like this and more easily joined for a stronger seam. So remember to cut the ends at a 45-degree angle. After cutting the end, the bottom edge needs to be cut at a right angle to the end. The triangle helps to make the sides perpendicular for an easier cut. On this edge, the knife should be straight up and down. Remember to put any trimmed off clay back in the bag, so the end and the bottom are cut at right angles. The string that was used to measure the cylinder circumference is placed out from the angle cut end on top of the clay. A small cut is made at the end of the string, marking how long the clay needs to be to go around the cylinder. Place the cylinder on the clay, with the bottom even with the clay edge, and mark the height of the cup on the clay. Line one edge of the plastic triangle along the bottom of the clay so that the other edge is on the mark which was made at the end of the string. With the knife tilted at the same angle as the first cut, slice off the other end. Turn the triangle so it is even with the first end and line it up with the height mark. And cut the top edge. Keep the knife straight up and down this time. If there is a good sized slab left over, keep it for the bottom. The clay will now be rolled up on the cylinder. However, there is a great possibility that it will stick to the plastic and not come off. So to make this wrapped clay slip off easily, the cylinder is covered with a piece of paper. Lining the paper up with the bottom of the cylinder, roll the paper around the tube and tape it to itself. Never tape the paper to the tube or it won't come off, defeating the purpose of the paper. It can be seen that the tube can easily be removed. Using the comb, score the slanted ends of the clay. Then, scrub both ends with the wet toothbrush to make a slip. Place the cylinder so its bottom is lined up with the bottom of the clay slab and the undercut edge of the clay is close to the tube. Gently hold this clay edge and pick it up, rolling it around the cylinder until the slanted ends come together. Firmly press the seams together and smooth the outside. If the clay is too short, roll it back and forth on the tube a couple of times. If it is too long, cut the excess off using the same angle. Once the cylinder is finished, a bottom is needed. If there is a slab left from making the sides, use it. If not, roll out a new slab. Place the cylinder on the slab and lightly trace around the bottom. Remove the cylinder and cut the circle out. It is important that the knife blade be kept straight up and down, and the circle get no smaller than marked. It can be made slightly bigger if need be. Score around the top outer edge of the circle and the bottom of the cylinder. Slip them. Care is taken to line the tube up with the circle. Once aligned, gently push down to seal the two parts together. The cylinder is pulled out first, leaving the paper behind. Then, twist the paper and pull up, removing it. The inside seam is smoothed together and any excess clay around the bottom is scraped off. Seal the top by attaching another clay circle in the same manner. The cylinder can now be used as part of a larger sculpture or incised, carved, and/or textured to become a work of art on its own.